we will draw our isometric view of the object shown in this figure. Make sure that you are in ortho mode and also in isodraft mode. We will assume this corner as the origin of the isometric coordinate system. In that case, this side becomes the left face and this side becomes the right face. And first we start with the base. Base is in the form of L like this. So we start with this corner line. From here, draw 96 millimeter line. Then vertically it is 64 millimeters. 64 millimeters. Enter. (16 millimeters) to the left, down by 48, 8, to the left by 96 minus 16, that is 80. Enter. And down by 16. Enter. So that is the left face of the object. Now we copy it over a distance of 64 millimeters. Copy. Select this. Selection complete. Then base point is this point, and in the ISO right plane over a distance of 64 millimeters. Enter. Then draw a line from the end of this to the end of this. Repeat line from the end of this line to the end of this line. Repeat line from the end of this to the end of this. Repeat line from the end of this line to the end of this line. Repeat line the end of this line to the end of this line. Now erase this line and this line. So that is the base, and in this corner is rounded, so I must draw an ellipse here. So to draw the ellipse, radius of that is 32 millimeters. So I will copy this line, copy this line, base point is this, down by 32, enter, then copy this line, base point is this point over a distance of 32 millimeters. So we got the center of that. We can trim for better accuracy. Trim this line and trim this line. Enter. Ellipse. Right click. Select ISO circle. And this should be drawn in the right plane, ISO right plane. And center of that is this ellipse. Ellipse, ISO circle, Center of isocircle is this point. Radius is 32 millimeters. Enter. Now trim, select all, trim this portion, trim this portion, trim this, and then trim this. Now this ellipse we must copy it to this plane. Enter. So copy this in the iso left plane, selection over, base point is this point, over a distance of 16 millimeters. Enter. Now trim the corner, trim, select all, trim this, trim this, trim this, and trim this. Right. Erase this line and also this line and this line. Delete. Okay. So that is the base. Now we have to draw this portion. The dimensions are 8 plus 8, 16, 24, 40 millimeters there, 40 millimeters. And height is given as 28 millimeters there. So we must sketch it in the iso left plane. Line from here. This line must be copied by 40 millimeters. Copy this line. 40 millimeters. Enter. Copy this line over a distance of 28. Enter. Now trim. Okay. Now we must get a semicircle here. So 18, 12, 20 millimeters from the middle of this line. Enter. Iso ellipse, iso circle from the midpoint of this. Radius is 12. Escape. Trim. This. Now copy this face to this side. Copy this, 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 and this objects in the iso right plane. This point over a distance of 40 millimeters. Distance of 42 millimeters. Enter. Now draw a line, the end of this to the end of this. Copy this selection or base point is this point to this point to this point to this point and to the end of this point. Centimeters line from here in the iso top plane. trim. Now trim some of the lines. Trim this. Enter. Now draw the rib. To draw the rib, okay, line from the intersection of this to the end of this. Now copy this line and this line over a base point is this distance of 12 millimeters. Enter. Trim. Delete this line and this line. Okay. Now we have to draw this slot here. To draw the slot, copy this line over a distance of 15 millimeters and over a distance of 20 millimeters. 15 over a distance of 35 millimeters. This line is wrong, so delete it. So 15 millimeters and then 20 millimeters. Then copy this line over a distance of 20 millimeters. Enter. Something went wrong there. Copy this line over a distance of 20 millimeters. Enter. Now trim the extra line. Trim this line and this line, this line, and this line and this line. So we are drawing ellipse. Right click, isocircle, midpoint, radius 10 millimeters. Enter. Okay. Trim this line and enter. Copy this line and this line. Selection over in the ISO right plane over a distance of 16 millimeters. Okay. Then trim this line, and also enter. Delete unwanted lines and finish the problem as shown.